accelerate themselves, I think they're pretty safe. But you wouldn't want to leave either the dehydrated or the hydrogen ammo around the pets. They don't know any different. And while it says non-toxic on it, it's also certainly not the kind of thing you want to be consuming. That said, Jinx. So, who knows? I'm going to go ahead and set up.
They start on the ground with the kick. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
McCaffrey on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down to go for the right line here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Mayfield to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there for third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense is going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep to Mir Bird. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Bird on a return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Shot 17.
On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away and it's incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick it to first.
Shit.
The Falcons at 3-4 on the year coming up play. They were losers their last last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Hey, full fury.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Roby. And he'll take it into the end zone. His first touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation for the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look out, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
They open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over here right near the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disastrous fight. In that loss, and another play there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything in the coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dive off the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London.
What the fuck am I supposed to do that? There's fucking 2 guys there. I mean, I don't know what else I could do there.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And to tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. But it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, this is and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On the return, it's Byrd. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's third and short. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Third down, here's Patterson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Here we go.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down, here's Corral with it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Off play action. Here's Corral. He'll get that one complete to counter. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Ridder and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's London. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And cycle.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Corral, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Third and long, Corral. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Bird to return. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Right, 97. 52 blaster. 22 needle. Ready?
A right side run with Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right, 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On the ready.
They'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got it complete to Anderson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Corral. He'll get this out right here to mix the 40 before he's out.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Corral. And this one caught by Max Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Corral trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. Corral right back to the air after the pick 6. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and improved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all those rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Corral. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action, Corral. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Corral will throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On third down, Corral. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Corral on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10, Corral. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer.